Hey YouTube, it's Rachel, Conscious Truth Awakened, here to talk about the Kasten case, the Kasten quadruple murders that happened about 2.5, 3 hours away from me in St. Charles, Missouri. It's a fairly new case. The tragedy happened on December 28, 2018. The family, which included the daughter and the son, and the mom. The older son here in the Facebook here was not, his life was spared, so thank God for that. But the two young ones, the wife and the wife's mother, they were all four shot in the family home that was owned by the Kastens. It was the Kasten family home. This is still a really new case, so there's up and coming information that we're going to end up finding out, but it's just, I don't know if it's been 90 days close to since the Watts case, and I'm not even finished researching that one. But another 4 lives lost. Over what? Kate Kasten, she was 39, and her 2 children, Zoe, which was 8, and her son, Jonathan, which was 10. Kate lost her husband, and the 2 children lost their father last year to cancer. And they made this horrible tragedy. Kate's mom lived with them. She had hip surgery, and she was doing in recovery, staying with them, and she had also moved in with her daughter to help with the children while their dad and her husband was sick with cancer. And I don't know, what a difficult year. And then you go and you're vulnerable and you get swept off your feet by some man that feels like, he's going to take care of you, you're vulnerable in that situation after losing your husband and going through so much. I don't know. Some people may say that men like that pick women out like that. I mean, there's not much to go on this Mr. Emery at this point in time. We're going to look at some of the court documents, but at this point, it doesn't seem to be premeditated to me. That's just a theory on my part. It could have been. I don't know. I'm just assuming because the way the situation happened. It was quick and fast. The grandma was able to call 911 in time and at least get the phone call of the tragedies recorded. She tried to hide her grandchildren in the bathroom, and that didn't work, obviously. And so 911 dispatched police officers to their residence, and he shot at officers when he was trying to pull out. He was in a Dodge, I don't know, like a race car Dodge something. So yeah, he did shoot at officers, and then he stabbed a woman at a Quick Trip, which here in the Midwest, Quick Trips are gas stations, and tried to get in her vehicle. She survived, thank God. But I don't know, it's just way too familiar to the recent Watts case. I don't know, more to come, I'm sure. Something I found bizarre that I heard and that I read was the info Mr. Emery asks about the woman he stabbed, and then asks if she survived, and then asks if he shot any police officers, and then apologizes for shooting at the police department, but not one word about the Kasten family. Not one. That he just shot and killed. Anyways, I was just here on his Facebook, so I mean, what an ironic picture to have. So this was 10 days before he did do the murder. I mean, in my own opinion, in my own theory, I should say, my own theories, and I'm allowed to have them, and they're going to be wrong. They're not all going to be right as this case goes on. I mean, it's not even 30 days old. Another woman, the Watts case. I mean, you think about that, right? Another woman, substance abuse, domestic violence, sexual abuse, possession. Like, my read off of him is he looks like he struggled with addiction. Maybe even struggled with a little bit of personality. Like, I don't know. There's something off-putting about him. Like, he has definitely some skeletons in his closet, and things weren't as perfect as they seem here. I'm telling you. That's my reading I get off of him. That, I mean, people can judge and say whatever they want, but when I look at his eyes and I look at him, that's my general thing, is like this picture. Drinking or some kind of substance abuse, probably a smoker, or was a smoker. I'm telling you, I can tell by his eyes. And the thing that you gotta wonder too is, like, of course, why did he do this? But even if him and Kate were fighting, what would bring him to want to end her life? And then he wants to kill the 2 children and the grandma. What's he protecting? What's he hiding? There's something he doesn't want anybody to know. I mean, it's the only way to keep it all quiet, right? I don't know. Drugs, domestic violence, or sexual abuse. I mean, embarrassing things you don't want people to know about. And he got caught. I mean, he could have a girlfriend, and it could be the same as Mr. Watts over there in Colorado did. I don't know. I mean, shooting everyone leads me to suspect he wanted no one to know something. Right? Okay, let's go on over here. We're going to pull this guy up. Oh, yeah. Okay. I guess I didn't show you guys how to do this, because I already have it pulled up. But we'll do it. If it takes too long, I'll click, because I have it here too. But let's do Richard. Oh, Emery might have been his. Oh, no. Emery was his last. Yes. First was Richard. Sorry, guys. Well, you can see that. I mean, it doesn't really look like he's got anything. Like, he hasn't been in a lot of trouble with law, besides, obviously. Like, no DUIs, no drug possessions, no being in prison or jail, or, not a long record here. But murder, first degree. Armed criminal action. He has, like, I think 15 charges at this point. Another murder, first degree felony. Armed criminal action, murder, first degree, assault, first degree, or attempt. It's probably to the person's whose car he tried to take and stabbed. Just trying to see if there's anything. Attempted robbery. Yeah, that would probably be the car, too. You could have a couple charges for it, but yeah, he's definitely in here. I mean, and it showed, was it maybe under here? Yeah, 2/26/2019, 9 a.m. will be his first scheduled hearing. So, definitely going to be paying attention to that. And then, let's see, order for fingerprinting for, sorry about that, the sirens going off in the background. We're a little loud. Graham, I don't need you helping to add any noise, okay? Thank you. Pre-trial assessment filled. He's held without bond until further order of the court. Yeah. So 2/26/2019. And then I was going to, in my video, also put up the GoFundMe, but it has been the amount that they're wanting to receive, which was $30,000. They received $36,000. They received, so they're not accepting any more donations. But anyways, guys, I will talk to you soon. Please like and subscribe, and I will be sharing some pictures of the family here soon, and still gonna try and keep up with the Watts case. So anyways, have a good night.